All right, let's get this started. Well, I thought of extending this particular demo to also use ELK, but here's what I found out, so at least my experience. When you want to store data, you're best off with storing them in Cassandra. But Elasticsearch is superior when it comes to creating and handling indexes. There is an enterprise version of Cassandra called DataStax Enterprise, and that has a lot of features, and two of the important features that you may want to consider is the first one is DSC search. DSC search means that you have the normal Cassandra nodes. You can create another cluster, or sorry, another data center with n number of nodes in that particular circle. Let me go back to the particular diagram. Let's say you have this particular class data center, right? You have another data center. Yeah. Hold on, I'm just getting there, but you can do that, but I would never do that. The reason being, yeah, but the reason being, Elasticsearch is better when it comes to indexes, but not storing and handling massive amount of data. Something like this. Elasticsearch can be integrated. I've done Kibana integration over Cassandra, but that's only for strictly storing indexes. So you hit the index, you specifically Lucene index, and then you go exactly to the Cassandra node and get the data, and then you have the dashboard right there. So that's a much better design. Yeah, exactly. And also the indexes are distributed, so there's no one single point of failure. Huh? Well, because Elasticsearch has not been designed ground up. Let me finish this demo, and can we take that in a Q&A section? Because I think I'm sort of deviating from the subject, yeah? Yeah, okay, let me go up and sit down. Okay, I'm going to show that this is my Cassandra cluster. We will see. All right. So my cluster has got 3 nodes, node 1, 2, and 3, they're all down. So I'm going to go. Oh. Look, these are the kind of things that I never did. Oh, really? Okay, cool. All right, good. So now we see that the Cassandra cluster is up and running with 3 nodes. Yeah. I have a cheat sheet over here just to help me out what to do, because I tend to forget all these things. So the first thing we're going to do is open another tab. I'm going to go to Kafka installation directory, and I'm going to start Zookeeper. Yeah. Well, Zookeeper is up and running. Good. Next thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and right now it's just Zookeeper. This is a Cassandra cluster with 3 nodes. Yeah. So NCIM is Cassandra Cluster Manager, just for development purposes, running locally. Yeah. This is Cassandra. So the first thing I did is I brought up the Cassandra database so that the consumers can actually write the messages into those 3 column families. The messages are JSON messages, by the way, and they're transformed by Flink. The next thing is, well, now that the Zookeeper is running over here in tab 2, I'm going to go and bring up my Kafka server. And you see that new leader is 0. It is talking to Zookeeper, yeah? And you would see that Zookeeper also has some more data over here, because it found out that, a broker just came up. Next thing what we're going to do is, it's actually been a couple of months since I wrote this. I forgot myself what I wrote. So we're going to create a topic named demo, which has just one partition and one replication factor and all that. So this is the replication factor for messages that you publish to Kafka cluster or a particular topic in this case. So I'm just creating a topic named demo. Well, this is just a very, very simple topic. The name of the topic here is, hold on, let me go over here. The replication factor is 1 because there's just one broker up and running. I'm just, yeah, well, it has got no replicate. Replication factor 1 is just 1, meaning one copy of data. And partition 1, meaning there's just one partition. There are no multiple partitions for that particular topic. And well, it is connecting, well, sorry, this is the name of the topic over here. Minus topic demo is the name of the topic. And it is connecting to this particular zookeeper instance. And I'm just creating this particular topic. Yeah. We just start simple. Yeah, well, you can delete the topic and all that. I'm not really going to go through all the command line possibilities over here, but you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is, now that the topic is created, I'm going to go and start a console consumer. So every time I write something into this particular topic, you will see it over here in the console. So I just wanted to show you the raw message over here. And then Flink will do some transformation of the stream that I'm going to push. And then you'll see the transform data in my IDE and also in the database, so that you see the raw messages over here. This is why I started over here. Yeah? Okay, next step. I don't really need to do this, but you know what? I'm just going to. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to start my producer. What it does is there is this file called events.csv. So what it basically does is it creates, well, this particular producer, it reads this particular file. I mean, it reads the CSV file with all these events. It's got a bit more than 100 events. And then after it publishes an event into into the Kafka cluster, it sleeps for 1000 milliseconds. Otherwise, it'll be just too fast, and you won't be able to follow it. So that's why it goes a bit slow. So let's start up the producer. So you see that I've created a set of 8 producers that are producing into the topic demo, because you see them in the starting phase. It goes through several phases. So you got 8 producers producing messages. Let's go and check if the producers are actually doing something. There you go. So the producers are reading those particular lines, converting them into JSON objects, JSON messages, and then pushing them over to Kafka. Doesn't matter. My second consumer is not up and running right now, but I'm going to start it up, and then what it'll do is it'll read all these messages from the very beginning, because it can be offline now. It can be online later on. So I'm going to bring up my second consumer. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to so you can see I'm just printing it out. All these events are successfully saved into blah blah blah. So the events are successfully saved, but every time you see this particular this particular line popping up, it saves the data into 3 different column families with 3 different views that you can use for your own purpose. But how do you actually know that it's actually saving? So what we're going to do, something I should have done before. I think that's how I wrote it. Hold on, maybe not. It's just listening. I wrote it a few months ago. I really forgot what I wrote, but yeah, just for what was I going to show you? Once. I was going to show the data in Cassandra that is actually there. So these are the three different column families I talked about. So I'm going to don't fail. Oh, there you go. The data is there over here. Here, all the events are stored by correlation ID. That's the partition key. This one, the events are stored first by reference, which is the partition key, and the year, which is the clustering column. And in this particular case, all the events are stored in Cassandra with event type. So the data is actually in there. Yeah, I guess that's it. That concludes our demo.